3, 2, 1.
You ready, Bert?
Well, look at this, prima donna!
Welcome back to the Bridging the Gap podcast. I'm your host, Reese Randalls. With me is my best buddy, Nathan White, and a special guest today, the starting guard of the Sterling College Warriors, Robbie Malcom. Say hi, buddy.
How's it going, y'all? Hey, I appreciate y'all bringing me on today.
Dude, I appreciate you coming. It's going to be a fun episode. We go way back, specifically all the way back to high school, and that's where this whole thing started. So we're going to talk college a little bit later, but talk to me about how we met. I don't know. I want to see what you remember.
Man, first thing I remember was when we was going to our first practice, and I was with y'all on the O-line, and I ended up spacing out to a different position. Y'all got on to me about it, warning me about the pond. Now some of y'all that don't know, the pond is a place that you run to whenever you get in trouble. You don't want to be the first one to run to the pond, is what I remember.
It's literally a sewer pond. Like, that's what it's called. It's taking a sewer pond. So they're like, hey, Reese, you see that sewer pond? Why don't you go touch it?
Yeah.
And it's an experience everyone, I feel like, had at least once. I know I had a couple, but that's just because I'm me. But
oh yeah, no, it's definitely.
Did you ever get sent?
Oh, I was the very first one my freshman year to get sent.
Really?
It was definitely an experience. And then the last thing I kind of remember from freshman year alone was I didn't really know how to play O-line, and so you came over and helped me out with pass setting as a offensive lineman. So that's kind of the only things I kind of can flash back to my freshman year. But
it feels like something I would do because, like, I needed help on the offensive line at the time, but I was never good enough to be coaching up anybody on the pass setting.
Yeah, I took the tips that you gave me. They're very simple tips when you're talking to a freshman at the time.
For sure.
But
what was it? Just a basic kick step?
Just basic kick step. Just drive off your inside foot, catch with your outside foot. And that's just kind of what got me on track.
It panned out for you. I mean, obviously you ended up doing the transfer thing in the high school, and you ended up going to school in Topeka. Talk to me about your recruiting process.
Gotta get the fast shot! There it is.
Recruiting process was pretty stressful for me, I would say. I mean, like, having to travel from places down to Texas all the way up to Chicago, Illinois, and just traveling all across the country just to be able to do camps and a whole bunch of different things, and just be able to get looked at was an insane process. And then I finally, in the middle of my junior summer going into my senior year, I finally got my first offer at Concordia University of Chicago. Ended up attending there later on, but we'll get into that later on. But like, just going into the season of my senior year, just like having all these schools hit me up, having to invite them out to their games to come watch and actually see what I'm about, was a really stressful thing. Just knowing that I have eyes on me at all times, it was something huge for me.
It was a big opportunity, and clearly you took full advantage. Obviously, you got a scholarship. What drew you to the Chicago Concordia?
Just at the time, the old head coach that was there at the time, Coach Aubrey was his name. He really just got my attention to the school, how great of an environment it was. I really learned that just going throughout the Chicago district. I love the big cities. I've always loved big cities. I've never really been a big country kind of guy. Just like the environment of the college and everything else like that, the landscape was truly awesome. I mean, I love the coaching staff. I love how they introduced me. I love everything about the college at the moment. I mean, and it just caught my eye, and I never looked back on it, honestly.
For sure. Did any other teams, so did you commit early, or did you wait to commit, or?
I committed kind of early, I'm not gonna lie. I committed before going into the 2021 year. I committed like around the Christmas break time for high school. So, it was definitely an experience committing around there. Do I regret committing around there? I don't, but do I kind of wish that I would have waited a little bit to see what would happen, because I definitely got some offers after I committed. And I wish I could have seen how those played out. Yeah, I could do, but I definitely don't regret committing to the school in general.
For sure. And you've done a lot of like moving around and transferring and everything like that. Just even in high school, do you feel like that affected anything as far as just your ability to take in the classes or anything like that? Or
Oh, it definitely did. I mean, definitely affected me. I mean, especially transferring from Santa Fe Trail, which was the first high school I was at, to Topeka West. It was definitely a big transition. Realizing going from a school that had 300 people where everybody knows your business and stuff like that to a school of 1,600 people where you have to make your friends and have a really small group, and not knowing what you're getting into really is like, it's definitely a big transition, especially when I transferred from Chicago over to Sterling. I had a week to decide where I was actually going when I found out I was going to be leaving Chicago. So I never really got a chance to see the school, see what it was about, and everything else like that. It was just like kind of like the cheapest deal. So I was like, I had to take it. I didn't really have a choice.
For sure. So, do you think there's any noticeable differences between moving around schools and staying? Because you were in Trail your entire career, weren't you?
Yeah, I never left Trail. I was there from preschool onward to high school. Of course, that's how I met both of you guys, was in Trail.
For sure.
I really don't remember how I met you, really, Robbie. I think we were just past each other in the hall one day.
Yeah, I don't remember having much of an interaction with you, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you were there and I talked to you here and there, but I never really had that interaction where I hung out with you out of school.
Right. But yeah, that's the way I feel too. Just not like I didn't like you, because I liked you. It's just never was around you like I was Reese and and everybody else.
Yeah, it definitely. I do say I do regret not hanging out with you and a whole bunch of other people outside of school. Just like getting the moment to actually get to know you. Same thing with you. I never really hung out with you outside of school.
Sure. But I didn't really hang out with anybody outside of school, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it in the Just for Drafts episode that Reese and I, we met in high school too. Just down in the weight room. And I'm losing it.
You're good. Yeah, we were lifting buddies. It was a shame we never had a weights class together. That would have been a fun one.
Oh yeah, definitely did.
I think I lifted with you a few times, but I know we had a weights class.
I think we did have it a couple of times.
Because sadly, our senior year, the second semester, you and I wasn't lifting together. 'Cause remember how bummed we was?
True.
And that's when I noticed our squats was tanking. Because you and I
tried to take 2 weights classes my senior year, and they wouldn't fucking let me.
Really?
Oh, I was in the same boat as you. Once I realized how small I was going into my freshman year and everything else like that, I was like, kind of have to find a way to get bigger if I'm going to play football in high school. I'm over here thinking I'm a big dog and everything else, and just seeing everybody throwing around weight. And I'm in the middle of my freshman year, not even able to bench 135. Which was...
Oh, freshman year of high school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in college.
Oh, God, no.
Fucking way.
God, no. I would not have been recruited if that was the case. Definitely not.
No.
So...
I don't know. I've seen some characters go through Sterling.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we have one coming in where there was a guy... I don't know him or anything. I just saw the post and everything else like that. We ended up taking in a 5'1", 160 defensive tackle that's going to be coming in to Sterling this fall.
Hey, he's probably scrappy as hell, boy. Put him at flex. He'll be Darren Sproles' son. He'll be hating. Is he fast?
I haven't seen any clips or anything else like that.
Watch him. He's probably going to be albino white. Talking about, my name is Connor.
Connor.
But he's going to have absolute clamps.
Yeah.
Clamps. It's done.
Clamps on the D line is crazy.
Oh, he's a D lineman.
He's a D lineman. That's what I'm saying. He's a defensive
He's
tackle.
160?
160.
Is he a Make-A-Wish kid?
I know. He is 5'1".
Nigga, sounds like a bad creative player, doesn't it? 5'1", 160?
It definitely
that's
sounds
a very bad one. That's very, very bad.
Sounds like you get trucked by Trent Williams your first game, and they cut you in preseason.
Yeah.
Definitely seems like the type of player to be doing that.
That's NAIA football for you.
Honestly, it really is. Like, they be taking in everybody and, like, anyone and everyone. Like, that's the one thing I noticed about NAIA once I got there, is that I've seen some dudes come in that were absolute studs. And, like, for example, we have a 3-star corner that actually chose to come to Sterling College this coming year. over Washington, UNLV, Northern Arizona, like a whole bunch of D1 programs, and he chose to come to Sterling College. And he's out of Scottsdale, Arizona. His name's Jacoby. And
Jacoby is a stupid fucking decision. You were saying?
that's no, but he chose to come to Sterling.
All love, buddy. I'm kidding, of course. Go ahead. You were saying?
He decided to come to Sterling, which I'm blessed to see he's coming to Sterling, honestly. I mean, he's a key piece that we're going to have coming in to be a true freshman, obviously. And then we had people that came in. I mean, I'm not going to name any specific names, but there was a guy on the O-line that who was actually my roommate at the time, and he didn't know anything about, like, defensive alignment. He didn't know anything outside of a singular stance where your feet are square and that's it, like a center stance. He didn't know anything else, like a guard stance, tackle stance. He didn't even know a basic alignment, like a zero. So I know it may sound confusing to others out there, like what zero tech is or one tech is.
Yeah, you can talk inside baseball. It's not gonna hurt anything.
So,
I know what you mean.
I know you guys know what I mean, but like zero tech mean.
See, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I
try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I never played sports in school. I never went to college. I just went straight to work. Never played sports in school. I never got to play sports with these guys.
That's not football. He's just hefty. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm just a big motherfucker.
Yeah, but like for those out there, a zero tech is basically a guy that's lined up straight over the center, and then basically you count outwards to the tackles like a 1, a 2i, 2, 3, 4i, 4, so on and so forth. So, but like he didn't know certain basic alignments that an offensive lineman should know, I should say. So there, you definitely see the upsides and the downsides of it.
Yeah. Talk to me about the team for this year. How are we feeling?
I definitely feel like we're going in pretty solid. We have all of our offensive linemen except for one guy that was a senior this year returning. We ended up playing, I think, 8 or 9 offensive linemen. So everybody that actually like started in the play is going to be coming back this year, which is huge for us. Like, especially if you want a good offensive lineman, you guys need to be like just a whole like solid connection group. Our QB, Rockland Baptista, he's coming into his 3rd year as a starting QB. He's going to be great for us this year. Trey Dixon, he was a wide receiver and a second-team All-American kick returner for us. He's coming back. Tozen, he's going to be a great piece on the offense, coming back from an ACL injury. The offense is coming back stacked, and we have a running back that's a D1 bounce back actually coming in as well for us. So I think that we're gonna have the best running back group in the KCAC. People might quote me on that and whatnot, but I believe that. I truly believe that. And then we also have a lot of key secondary pieces coming back on defense as well.
For sure.
So I definitely see high hopes for us.
That's really what NAIA football is. It's just stacking the cards with D1 rejects, and then you just try to get enough like small town kids together to like make something happen.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Basically, that's literally what NAIA football is.
What do you think the most important position is, Nate? Just as from a fan's perspective.
In football?
Yeah.
Lineman.
Really?
Lineman, because without an offensive lineman, that's the heart of the offense or the defense. I mean,
you can honestly get away with small linemen in the NAIA. You just have to have a lethal quarterback.
Really?
You do. I mean, Avila, for example, they didn't really have an offensive line, but they had a guy come back who was a bounce back from TCU. Eli Williams is, I think, what his name was. He was a bounce back from TCU and balled out these past 2 years for Avila, and he's the reason why they've been getting wins, honestly. So, I honestly agree with him when it comes to O-linemen. Yes, you can get away with some O-linemen here, small, here and there, but if you can't get a solid group as a general, your offense can't produce.
That's very true.
So, I mean, I saw that the past couple years.
Unless you're Patrick Mahomes, it sounds like.
I mean, sometimes you just get, like, there's a lot of decent running backs that come through the NAIA. Like, skill positions, you can see some really dogs. There was a guy at McPherson a couple years ago.
I know exactly.
J-Mac?
I know who.
Jay White.
I know who you were talking about.
This dude was just a freak of nature, and like his offensive line wasn't incredible. Like he had a couple of good ones, but it was a pretty solid group actually.
You guys definitely had a solid group over there at McPherson.
But he would just like, even if they broke down, he would just run through a kid's fucking face and go for 80. And I'm like, well, at some point this is just bullying.
It definitely seems like that. He makes NAI seem like high school ball. Which
definitely did.
Don't get it twisted. NAIA ball is still really good competition. Don't get that twisted. But like he was so good, he made it seem like high school ball.
This is true.
I
mean, I played NAIA football.
Oh yeah.
I'm 5'9".
I ain't got a fucking clue.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting here just like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'm just listening in, trying to take in some information.
I'm just trying to make up a question in my mind and be like, so.
Really, I can understand where you're coming from on that, especially when I was a younger stage. Like, when it's like the coaches are saying something, I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
There's definitely a stage in that where you're like, I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm just gonna do what the guy in front of me does, basically.
For sure.
But the NAIA has definitely been an experience, and I'm looking forward to our senior year coming up. I believe that we definitely have a chance to be KCAC champs in our division, especially since this past year was the first year that we split up into 2 divisions, especially with Evangel coming into the conference. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I definitely feel like with so many key pieces coming back for us and being able to actually connect again, and with players coming back in July for us, coming back July 8th to be able to get a lot of work in and connect a little bit more as a team, I definitely feel like that's going to benefit us a lot.
Team chemistry is going to be huge, and I can definitely see it having a real big impact for you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, just like connecting in general on and off the field was a big thing in the spring for us. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, and I'm already seeing improvements even without these incoming freshmen that are going to be big for us. For example, the spring game that we had my sophomore year going into my junior year, the offense didn't score a single touchdown in the spring game. The final score of that spring game was 7-3. We kicked a field goal, and our defense brought a 99-yard fumble return back to the house. For our defense, our offense didn't score a single time.
Goddamn.
But this year in the spring game, it was actually a competitive game where it was like the final score was like 28-21. And it was like really competitive. It seemed like as a group, everything was so much more complete. And that's one thing I'm looking forward to next year for sure.
Hell yeah.
So,
aside on a lighter note, have you had any fun in college? How's the
definitely
student life in Sterling, America? I remember it being a kind of a small town.
Oh, it's definitely a small town. I mean, we definitely have a couple of things going on in that town. I mean, we have a thing. It's like 5 minutes south of Sterling. It's a bridge over by the Arkansas. I think it's the Arkansas River or something like that.
They're still doing bridgers.
We're still doing bridges. It's a true thing where we hold parties under a bridge. And
that is the pinnacle of Kansas fun. That's what you missed out on, and that's why if you would just had $20,000 in student loan debt, you could have partied under a bridge.
Dude, if I was to go to any college, it'd be Votech. I'm sorry. I'm blue collar. I'm sorry.
Votech? If you're a blue collar, you might as well go to Arkansas if that's the case.
He said blue collar, not fuck your cousin.
No, that's Alabama. There's a difference. All right, you could definitely.
Are you from Arkansas?
I'm not, but I know people that are from Arkansas that are blue collar redneck motherfuckers.
So they're motherfuckers.
I was trying to get into locomotive in the Votech, but I just never pulled the trigger because, when my dad passed away, then I threw everything off, and then I was just like, I kind of lost motivation behind that.
That's okay. That's
yes, death. How every great conversation begins.
A very depressional topic, but yeah.
How do you feel about death?
How often do you think about it?
Does it ever come to your mind quite recently?
Whatever the voices are saying, do it.
Do it. You ever had that gut feeling to just walk out in the middle of the road? Go ahead and just do it. That's a bad topic to go on for sure.
My bad.
I legitimately, in 7th or 8th grade, I had a Spanish teacher. He literally told us, put on dark clothes and go play in traffic at night. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
I don't even have a response for that.
Bob, No, not Bob. Ed Houghton. You remember him, right?
Yes, great teacher.
John Long. You remember? You guys remember?
Great person.
He was always in. He was in the same social studies class with me, 7th and 8th grade, and we always had this. We had the smallest period for him. It was only us, Cody, Tyler, and a couple girls. That was it. Maybe 6 of us. So John would be like messing around, and then just Hug would tell him to go play out in the traffic, go run in front of the semi. He'd tell him that. He really would.
Crazy.
There was
He did
multiple
not
times-
like John Long.
No, but John instigated it a bunch. It was
Okay.
always funny because he'd be like, I'm not going to do this assignment. He goes, you really want an F? Yeah, I really don't care.
I really liked Bob Hug. Looking back, I don't think he cared for me too much. In hindsight, being 2020, I think he was like, that kid's kind of a fucking dickhead.
Either that or
Just like
Valid point.
Just like that day in Old West, right?
Hey, one of my favorite performers.
Yeah.
Very talented young woman.
Shall we get into that?
You know you want to.
Hey, it's funny. It really is.
Go ahead.
I gotta hear this.
So he always had like a question of the day that you got to answer before class started.
I'm
And
such
it
a
was,
dickhead.
who was your favorite? Who's your favorite actor? And then this motherfucker says,
Mia Khalifa.
Oh my.
and when he said that, he said it under his
I
breath.
was 17. That's fucking hilarious at 17.
Yeah.
To the teacher, that's a bold move.
And Bob goes, what'd you say, Mr. Randall's? And he go, Sylvester Stallone. He goes, that didn't sound like it. Our heads were covered.
Such a hard pivot. I could have been like Mike Wazowski, like something.
We hit our heads and we were just laughing our asses off.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have stuck with your gut and said what you said, my boy. I'm not gonna lie if I were you.
I feel like he would have known what you're talking about. But I feel like he also would have been like, go to the principal's office. Then I would have had to see,
But you know what?
You would have seen
Graham be like,
oh my god.
do you have a porn addiction? I was addicted to soda once. I know what it's like to be addicted to things.
You
And
want
if he would have looked it up, he always had that projector on, so he would have looked it up and we would have seen it said porn star.
Hey, I would
God.
have. I could have gone for some tits at 9 a.m.
I'm pretty sure anybody there could.
We need a fucking fat beat.
That's exactly what we need.
But yeah, no. You want to talk about addictions, how you were addicted to pop and everything else like that. I was addicted to mac and cheese when I was a kid. Like, when I was, I think, like 6 or 7, my aunt got me a 25-pack of mac and cheese, and I screamed like a little kid at the top of my lungs, like I was, and went through it in a matter of like 3 or 4 days.
You built like you scream for mac and cheese.
Okay, now that is not necessary.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not necessary.
Nate, you ever been addicted to anything?
Talkies. Talkies.
I bet you were addicted to straws. Anyway.
Wow! See, you seem like a fruit snacks kind of guy.
Honestly, not gonna lie, not when it comes to sweets, but anything like anything fried rice, really.
Fried rice?
Yeah, like it's like like shrimp and like shrimp fried rice.
Oh my god, that's so disgusting.
Like I really wasn't that much of a mac and cheese person.
You don't like, wait, time to fuck out. You don't like shrimp fried rice?
I don't like shrimp fried rice. Nope. Just like, I will
How you built like that and don't like rice?
I wouldn't know. I will go on to this. Hold on. People out
I think we
there,
might end this episode now.
you guys might have to end it after this. I don't like, for the people out there might not call me American after this. I don't like shrimp. I don't like steak. I like any sort of steak. I don't like anything on my burgers. I'll eat that thing plain. Like, no ketchup, mustard, nothing. Just
You just protein powder and PBJs, huh?
That's crazy. Yes, no.
Goddamn. And mac and cheese.
Literally, like, the thing is like, I'm not going to that, but like, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Hold
Do
on.
you at least like bacon?
Oh, I love bacon.
Okay, I was about to say, get the fuck out of here.
I used to hate bacon. I used to hate bacon until my dad actually made me try it. And I was like, wow, this is actually not that bad. And then I just started throwing it into like omelets and a whole bunch of other things, and it just panned out perfectly. Oh, I loved it.
I love a good omelet. I had Four Corners the other day. Have you ever had Four Corners breakfast?
I have not.
Robbie.
I've not had Four
buddy.
Corners breakfast.
Robbie, we all need to get together again and go.
We ought to get breakfast sometime, dude. It's so good. It's pretty cheap, too.
I'm down. I'm honestly down.
That'd
If you
be
want to talk about breakfast, Perkins is an underrated place. It might
It's still open?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It might be there for old people, but I do not care. Perkins is
I don't know. My
underrated.
brother used to work there. If my brother worked there, I don't know about eating there.
That's fair. Honestly, I don't blame you. But even then, IHOP's still available.
IHOP is turning into Waffle House around here.
How?
It's always full, and they're the most ratchet people in speak.
And they're more
IHOP.
expensive. Four Corners is better and cheaper.
That's like, nah. Better?
Pause. No, better. Yes, and quicker. You're in IHOP for a good 3 hours, and then you get the food. What are we talking about?
3 hours?
Oh, it's been ridiculous.
I have never had that where it's been 3 hours.
Hey, real quick, let me just tell you guys. Just a month ago, me, my buddy, and his girlfriend, we all went to IHOP. Okay, on Saturday. All right.
I love that this is what we argue about. Go ahead.
We're fat.
We're
fat.
like to eat, okay?
Man!
We walk into IHOP. We all order the same thing: chicken fried steak and eggs, hash browns, all that shit. Okay, for 3 of us.
Okay.
And we all were just gonna throw in together instead of telling them to get 3 different fucking receipts. It was $63 after tax for all of us. Then Sunday we were like, Saturday night we were like, let's go to Four Corners tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, and let's see what the price difference is. Bro, it was only $38.
I paid for dinner on Father's Day for my brother because he's a dad now, and my stepdad obviously, and my mom. $60 4 people. That ain't bad. And we all had I had entree and biscuits and gravy. A couple other people did that.
Not gonna lie to you.
$60 ain't bad.
How big are... Here's another important question for our fat boy. How big are the servings?
How big are servings? Yes. Back home, big servings still. You need to go there on prime rib night. You had you a good old time.
Prime ribs.
Oh wait, you don't like steak. Never mind. Watch that. Scratch that.
I don't like ribs either. Like bone-in ribs.
It's not
like
ribs. Prime rib means it's a cut.
No. I understand that, but just bringing up the rib topic in general. But
you don't like ribs?
I don't like bone-in
You fucking
ribs.
communist.
I don't like bone-in.
Dude, you might as well wear red because that's how commie you're getting right now.
No. Like people don't understand. Like they never understand how.
It's okay to be a communist. It's 2024.
I'm not a communist, but everybody okay. There's no need for that. I saw that. You thought you were slick with that.
No, I see you look right at me when I did it. I saw you looking.
Okay, as long as we're clear with that. But I've never I don't like bone-in ribs. I don't like steak, shrimp. There's a whole bunch of things I'm so picky about. And one thing that people don't understand is how I'm so big, but yet so picky with my food. They never
I feel like you
understand
eat a lot of calorie dense shit.
Kind of.
You look like you. I meant it when I said PB&Js and protein shakes. Like you look like.
Oh. Just so that way y'all know. Yes, protein shakes is definitely a key for me.
I meant more I feel like you have one of them protein buckets and you're in there scooping powder
I have
like
3 of
Bobby
them.
and Whitney.
I have 3 protein powders in my house.
What flavors?
Rise, Skippy peanut butter, best Rise protein powder there is. Rise cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh.
And then Rise loaded protein marshmallow. All 3 are gas.
I can go for a s'more right now. All right. Robbie, obviously you're a big dude. Nate, we've been talking about that. That's something y'all have in common. Talk to me about your favorite snacks. That's a segment we've done before. What's your favorite snacks?
Definitely, there's a thing that I always get when I go to the gas station. It's a thing called Sour Punch straws.
Yes.
They are a go-to. Just like whenever I go, if I'm not in the mood for those, I'll go get a cookies and cream Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Definitely the best Hershey's bar there is. So.
I like the straws at the pool when I was a kid. That was every time I went to the pool, it was I had to have shower straws and a Sprite probably. Do you have a childhood snack?
Are you talking to me? Or
Yeah.
childhood snack.
The motherfucker eyes I'm looking into as I'm having.
You're looking at him for 2 seconds before you went over and looked at me. That's why I was like, me or him?
I'm sorry, I didn't stare deeply into your eyes and
Deeply into your soul.
caress your beard.
Wow.
Alright, I think I gotta go now. No. Childhood snack. Fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups.
Or a way back throwback, sorry. Monsters Inc. ice cream. Remember that when that came out?
Yeah, I want to rephrase the question and we'll get into it again. Tell me about, as all bigger guys, tell me about your best big back moment.
Big back moment?
Highlights of being just a big back means a fat kid moment. Like if you put
Oh, definitely stopping at 3 restaurants at the same time.
I
definitely.
How much you ate?
Putting like cinnamon toast crunch on a PB&J and making a crunchy PB&J.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Or putting like chocolate syrup on your cereal.
It definitely was this past week. Definitely was this past week.
What is it?
It was I was working and I was staying in the warehouse, so I wasn't out traveling and delivering and whatnot. And they told me I could go get lunch, and I was in the mood for a couple of different things. The first thing I was in the mood for was chicken. The second thing I was in the mood for was burritos. The third thing I was in the mood for was also mac and cheese. As y'all know, I said earlier, I like mac and cheese. So I ended up going to Popeyes, got me a 3-piece. Ended up then traveling all the way back across town to go get Taco Bell, and got me a couple of 5-layer burritos. And I ended up going across the street not too far down the road to Chick-fil-A and got me a couple large bowls of mac and cheese. Definitely one of my big bag.
That's a big back order.
That's a big
bag.
Definitely a big bag order.
I gotta say, what I've done before is I've gotten the number 2 from Spangles. It's a big old like jalapeno popper cheeseburger, and then I was in the mood for some ice cream, so I went clear to Baskin Robbins and got me like a Frappuccino ice cream, shake. Then I ran all the way across because Popeyes has like the best fries. I ordered like two or three large things of fries.
I definitely can argue that, but okay, keep going.
And then I got some of their biscuits. So that's
that was damn near fat kid fighting words. You said the best of something. He was like, actually.
I'm like some bad boy fighting words.
Yeah, like it is the best fries in town, like literally. But that's my opinion. I'm sticking fucking to it.
Fair enough.
What about you, Reese?
My biggest big back moment. I have a whole, like, my eyes only on Snapchat is just full of fat kid creations. It was just like candy spreads and like pizza that's dipped in cheese, nacho cheese. Or like, like the value packs you can buy at Taco Bell where it's like $20 and you get like 10 or 12 burritos, chips and cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the face. One sitting. By myself.
That's crazy. I had a moment where me and a couple friends were trying to figure out what to order from. I think it was KFC at the time. I think it was KFC. And we didn't know what was on the menu.
First of all, Popeye supremacy. Actually, if you want to be real, if you want to get into the nitty gritty, church is supremacy.
No.
Church is all fucking day. I don't want to hear your bullshit take.
Raisin Cane's.
Shut up.
Raisin Cane's.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fucking colonizers. Get the fuck out of here.
Raisin Cane's is the best.
Raisin Cane's is the White Castle of chicken.
It's still better.
Okay.
It's still better. Just like Zaxby's is better.
You see how a slider isn't a burger? You see how chicken strips aren't chicken?
Chicken strips is still considered chicken.
I'm talking about drumsticks and chicken by the bucket, ho. Church is chicken all day, every day.
No.
Fuck churches.
You just hate religion. Don't talk about my chicken.
Don't talk about my chicken. I don't care. Popeyes is still better than churches. Why go to church?
Okay. Let's be fair. Chicken places, other places are better. Like Popeyes, like a good Popeyes is way better than a good Church's. But the Popeyes here fucking suck. They don't even have gizzards.
That's fair.
That is fair.
They don't have like half the menu, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie.
You might as well just be Wingstop at that point.
Wingstop is ass. That's one thing.
Wingstop is mid. Are we all on the same page?
Ass. Yes.
Never tried it.
You're not missing much.
You're not
chicken
I
wings.
go to Buffalo Wild Wings if I want wings.
See, that's the thing, though.
Door.
See,
No.
Door.
No.
what'd you say?
I gotta cut your fucking
Buffalo
mic
Wild
off.
Wings.
Oh my gosh.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the biggest scam in American culture. It's all propaganda. Buffalo Wild Wings is propaganda. That's the only way they're still open. Those chicken wings look like I don't even know.
You can't say the flavors aren't good, though.
It's not about the sauce. It's about the meat on the bone. It's chicken. It's not wing. You're not.
Then what's the point?
Y'all are wing suckers. I'm wing eater. It's different. Y'all
How is that?
Y'all just like to suck and nuzzle the sauce off the chicken wing and not even care about that. I'm trying to bite into that thing and have something of substance to fill my manly body.
Watch your words, by the way.
I'm sorry, 2024. My humanly body.
There we go. We can't assume nothing over here. All right. Like you said, it's 2024.
I mean, I assume I have a penis. I haven't checked in a while.
I don't care.
I don't know it. Never mind.
No.
No. Moving on.
going back to wings. Wings are disgusting. First of all, I hate wings.
You leave.
No.
Cancel the episode. No, that's a horror.
I will not eat wings that are in bone, and I will not. I won't eat them. I won't eat in bone wings. Nope. Mm-mm.
This podcast was good up until the point we started talking about food.
Yeah, this went downhill.
I warned y'all. I said that I'm so big and everything, but yeah, I am one of the most picky eaters that you guys will ever meet.
Fair.
I did state that. So yeah, you guys can judge, but I gave y'all a warning.
This is true. You do like Taco Bell though, so we have common ground there.
Definitely love Taco Bell.
Dude, you know what would be like a funny episode? We should invite like a couple more like lineman friends or something. We should have like a Taco Bell eating competition. Or like the 5-layer burrito race to death.
Ooh.
Two just guys that don't play it, or one that don't play anymore, mean never played against you, and another one. So you can
Yeah.
Bro, non-football players versus
burrito
football
contest.
players. Burrito contest? Nah, bro. Nah, I throw up. I think I throw up.
I'm down. I'm going to need some Miralax afterwards.
We're gonna debate about food. I want to go back to the topic when you mentioned fries. What evidence do you have for me that shows that Popeyes has the best fries? So I believe it's Red Robin.
This is a beautiful bridge.
Okay, when you put Red Robin
I definitely believe Red Robin has the best fries.
I forgot about Red Robin. But
I don't get the best service there. What do you get to them about? Like, you get like one basket. They'd be like, I'll see you in like an hour and a half. What about you?
Not. No.
You're big as fuck. I guess you're kind of hard to miss. You'd be like, hey, more. I'll come get them
Now,
myself.
you want to hear some bad shit? They got to a point where they got tired of serving me fries and water that they brought over 2 whole liters of water and sat it on the table along with 4 or 5 baskets of fries because they got tired of serving me them.
That's beautiful.
That
I'm
is
so
beautiful.
fucking proud of you.
It's so beautiful.
I would have asked him to do it again.
Man, bro, I wish I had a video of it, bro.
Whenever I've gone there myself, I ask for 2 baskets.
Definitely ask for 2
because
baskets.
that first one's going to be gone in like 2 minutes.
Oh, definitely. Their fries are so good.
Facts. And they always piping hot.
But since you threw Red Robin in, because really I completely forgot about it. I haven't ate a Red Robin in 5 years. So I kind of forgot about it. So yeah, I agree with you right there. So yeah, Red Robin.
Red Robin on a good day. Red Robin on a good day is straight fire.
Yes.
I know, I am kind of a sucker for Arby's. I love a good curly fry.
I say.
Ooh.
I like Arby's.
That's very...
Their mocha shake, you ever had it?
I think so. That's the fat kid
Just
shit.
been drooling over like a milkshake from there.
Yes, very good.
And his stretch marks grew 3 sizes.
Yes, sir.
And 3 extra ones appeared.
I went from a size 38 to a size 44.
Do you have any other very passionate fast food takes, Robbie?
Very passionate ones? Ooh. Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Alright, first of all, mac and cheese, motherfucker. Who's the best mac and cheese in the game? Put us on game as the mac and cheese connoisseur.
In town? In town, it's definitely Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A definitely has the best mac and cheese. I don't care what y'all say.
What a fucking beautiful answer. Like, that's where the best mac and cheese in the world is. Chick-fil-A.
In Topeka, that's the best mac and cheese. There's a place, I can't remember where it was, but there's a place over in Chicago. It was a bar and grill that they served a barbecue mac and cheese. And oh my god. Even though that thing was $14, I still had to go back for a second one. Like, that thing was immaculate.
Very nice. What was that restaurant called?
That's the thing, though. It was a bar and grill downtown. I don't really remember specific details on it, but...
For sure.
So, kind of got blacked out there. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's part of college.
Yep, definitely was.
Well, Nate, you don't have student loan debt. Have you ever got blacked out?
Well, dude, I just did this past weekend, Saturday night.
See, but anybody can do it,
I
kids.
was drinking moonshine.
Don't limit yourself.
Well, we definitely got to watch the age group.
No.
I learned from my first time getting blacked out. That was not a great idea at the time. Definitely being 13.
What?
Definitely being 13 was not the best idea.
I don't think I blacked out until I was like 16 or 17. And there was really even no reason. I was just like, let's see if the brain turns off.
Oh, it definitely did.
First time for me was when I was 20, and I've done it maybe like 5 different times. But this most recent was just this past weekend after I was working on my truck, like I was telling you about, Reese.
What is the most outlandish mixture that you guys had done?
What do you mean?
Like as a almost like a jungle juice almost. What is that?
Do they still do Borgs down in Sterling?
No, they don't.
Oh, did the Legend of the Borg die?
Yeah,
That's tough.
They didn't. They don't do it anymore.
I had a couple of those.
So
I don't last long.
no, they don't.
Shout out my buddy Justin. He puked on my backpack. That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Was that the night that you came to Sterling? When I was there after the McPherson game?
Oh no.
No,
That was a different time.
because I definitely took that bottle of tequila from you after you made me do 4 triple shots in a row.
Oh yeah,
Motherfucker.
didn't I just give you that bottle after that?
You made me do 4 triple shots in a row and just gave me the bottle. And I finished it in 10 minutes.
That was a fun night.
I was gone.
You were having a good time though.
Oh, I had a great time, but I was gone.
You ever play? I kept trying to play Have You Met? You remember that game?
I think no.
So she's like, "Hey, Robbie, come here," and I just find like a chick, I'm like, "Have you met Robbie?" And I just fucking walk off.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This man would try.
He was like 18 sheets to the wind. He's like, "Hi," and I was like, "Eventually, we'll match his level of drunkenness somewhere, and he can have like a fucking sloppy makeout session or something."
Never did.
Give my boy a happy
Never did.
ending.
Hope y'all know.
That's never happened to me from anybody. But now that I said that, next time recent I go drinking somewhere.
Definitely an idea to have.
You know what? Yeah.
Just be like, hey, you want to play a game?
What's
Hey,
that?
Nate, watch this. Hey, have you met Nate? Gone.
Gone.
I'm just gonna be like,
Where'd he go?
You'd be like, this Jew bastard, and she'll either be like, "Oh," or she'll be like, "Ha," and then if she goes, "Ha," you'll be like, "Hey, I'm in there."
yeah.
There's different tones to certain words that ladies use.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's just like
I don't know, Robbie.
Every tone has a different
and
meaning.
every tone is pretty direct.
They definitely have different meanings for each tone. You got the high pitched one, and it's like ha, and you got like the very explosive, like direct one, like ha. It's just like it's very. I don't even know how to describe it. Really, it's just like
Expert in feminine sound detection, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Malcom.
I'm not sure about that one, but we can go with that, I guess.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I know we kind of covered the how we know each other and the coming up through high school and into college. We're getting into present day. Tell me about what the future holds for Robert Malcom. Let's get into our dream segment of the podcast. What's the dream, buddy?
So obviously, for me, wanting to be a professional athlete of some sort, like I mentioned earlier, wanting to play arena ball or play like across seas, even if it's like Europe ball or Canadian ball. Definitely wanted to continue my career in football of some aspect. That's the main thing. But if I don't pursue that, I definitely wanted to stick with football in a sense, whether that be like a strength and conditioning coach, as I'm majoring in health and human performance with a concentration in strength and conditioning. So if I stick with football, that'll definitely help out with that. So
How do you feel about that, Nate? How does it feel to know that there's a college major that is to yell at other men while they sweat and do push-ups?
Well, I mean, at least he didn't drop out like you did twice. So
That's a very fair point.
I've been saving that line. That's been in the back of my head, knowing that he's in college. I'm sorry. But how do I feel about that? I really don't know.
Fair.
I don't know.
Is that really the goal, though? You want to be a strength and conditioning coach?
I'm wanting to be,
would you want to move into being like a coordinator or anything?
Oh, definitely. Like I want to learn an even deeper aspect of the game, being an offense coordinator or defense coordinator. I don't think I'd want to be a head coach of any sort, just because I don't want to deal with all the politics and the social media problems and all that other stuff. I'd rather just focus on football and football itself.
For sure. How do you feel about like the transfer portal and everything like that? Obviously, as being someone who moves schools.
Transfer portal is an insane thing, and it's definitely impacted high school lives right now. I mean, moving into when COVID came around is when the transfer portal really became a big factor, especially going into my sophomore year after my freshman year. There was a record-setting number of people entering the transfer portal. I think it was like over like 5,000 kids or 4,000 kids or something like outrageous. And just seeing that, it definitely affects kids' lives as colleges are now looking for people that have the college experience that can impact their programs now instead of looking for high school players that need to develop in some sort of way.
Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that is huge and definitely something that I will have to keep an eye on going into my years, especially with me not going to be able to graduate on time. I'll be actually a student coach at Sterling College, most likely, helping out with the recruiting process and everything else like that while maintaining my school, my 5th year of college.
You don't have a 5th year eligibility?
No, I'm actually still fighting that currently with NCAA and Concordia Chicago, trying to be able to earn that 5th year back I'm trying to see if they'll sign me off as a medical redshirt year for my ankle. Right now it's not going my way. It's really rare to get that. So just having that student coach in the back of my head is just definitely a backup. But I'm definitely going to continue to fight that while I can.
For sure.
So, I mean, there's definitely different paths I have lined up for each one. I mean, especially like when I get out of college, I'm currently observing Topeka West for the weight room just to get some observation hours and learn from different coaching aspects, as they've had 3 coaches now in the past 3 years with Coach Kelly, Coach Norton, and then now Coach Parker. Just learning different philosophies and different aspects. After I graduate college, Coach Parker has a position lined up for me if they have one. So I'll be able to hop right into my coaching career, hopefully, after college.
Right on. That's what's crazy about like high school football is you could have a different head coach every year of high school football. That would be insane. Just having to learn some new dickhead scheme every year.
Yeah,
but aside from all the football stuff, so you want to be a
strength and conditioning coach.
What does that look like? Do you want to find a school to stay at forever? Do you want to reach the top of that field? Do you want to go D1? What is the goal?
I want to reach the highest potential, the highest level as I possibly can. Whether that be a professional league like CFL, NFL, the cross seas. I mean, like, if I can reach that point, then I'll take it. But if the best option for me when I'm older, obviously, I say that now, reaching the highest potential possible, no matter the cost. But like, if the option's better for me, like money wise and living situations and all that other stuff, to stay at a lower division, then I'm gonna be willing to do that if it's better off for me.
For sure. Nate, have you ever had a question and have you thought of something to ask someone like it's like an NFL's workout manager or like a NFL trainer?
Have I ever what again?
If you were to ask a question of someone who was like an NFL trainer, because that's like ultimately like some kind of goal here, a college trainer, what would it be? Knee-jerk reaction from me while he's thinking is, what do you think the importance of splitting up the workouts between the bigger guys in the skill position is? Do you think there's any necessity to that?
The only necessity I feel like that there is when it comes to splitting those things up is definitely when it comes to the field. I don't think splitting up the workout when it comes to the weight room is a smart idea, because everybody needs to develop in the same aspects. It's just a matter of whether those aspects apply to the field correctly or not. Like when it comes to footwork, obviously a skill position is going to probably work on a little bit more footwork than a lineman's going to work on. Or whether that be catching a ball or being more explosive or a whole bunch of other things. There's a lot of different things that come into play. I mean, just like with, for example, grip strength. One thing I'm going to do and use when I'm a strength conditioning coach is I'm going to try to have some sort of bucket that has like uncooked rice or some sand in it, and just do work on grip strength with that. And that's going to be for skills, big people, mids. It's going to be for all group, because that's something that we all need. All positions need. So, yeah.
So grip strength, that's your big philosophy, or is there something else that you think needs to be applied more directly?
Explosiveness.
Where do you attack that?
Explosiveness and power definitely is on these. It can come from multiple different aspects. So the thing I like to apply when it comes to me working out is a explosive movement with a force and power movement. For example, I will apply a explosive movement such as power clean. I'll insert power clean into exercise and then superset that with box jumps or even single leg split squat jumps or something like that. And same thing with like bench press. insert bench press with a band assisted push up to work on getting off and being explosive, really driving through the floor, and a whole bunch of different movements.
Very nice.
So I definitely like the whole supersetting a explosive movement with a power and force movement. So
You got anything, Nate?
No, to be honest with you, man.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Again, not my field. Never got into it like you guys. I mean, I did weights, but not like in a football matter.
Yeah. Well, that's a hell of a goal, buddy. I'm sure you'll get there. You're going into your senior year this right year, but you got 2 more years?
I got 1 more year currently trying to fight for a 2nd year.
Okay.
So that's why the student coach comes into play for my 5th year.
For sure.
Robbie, you were talking about workouts and everything, and we like to do a little segment here called BTG Jams. And my question is what kind of music do you listen to when you're in the weight room?
In the weight room, I like to listen to rock.
Really?
I really like to listen to rock. I really think it brings a lot of like an energy emphasis for me, and like it's a lot of like
Nice.
just like a flow.
Well, whenever you listen to rock, what are you listening to?
I listen to like 3 Days Grace. I'll listen to a little bit of, like, and it's not really rock, but like Nickelback. I'll listen to like Kiss, AC/DC, and a whole bunch of other things.
Fucking Nickelback. You people spawn in like crabs and you just multiply.
He's saying that because Nickelback's my favorite, and I've said that on the prior episode.
Nickelback's great.
It ain't bad. I'm just a hater.
Thank you so fucking much.
Nickelback is great.
Fuck you, you hater. You only hate him because you listen to the internet like all the other haters.
I know.
They
I don't hate Guy Fieri though.
Yeah, how can you?
You can't say it. You can't hate him.
Anyway,
Imagine that a room full of white men likes Guy Fieri. I love it. Go ahead.
When you guys are out on the field training, what do you guys play over the stereo? You guys play any music over the stereo?
So when we do field, we actually don't have anything.
Really?
Yeah, we don't like have any like speakers out there normally or anything else like that. Our coach finds it as a distraction, so we actually don't have that.
Did Trail let you guys do that at all?
No.
No.
Of course not. The jail on the trail.
Yeah, no. Trail never.
Prison
let
on
us
the
do
prairie.
Yeah, all they needed was... Nah, I'm not going to say that. So...
My favorite moment from Trail, as I ever recall, is a buddy named Marvin McOrder. This man's a father now. He goes in the bathroom, and they used to post up the vice principals right there because people would vape in the bathroom. And Marvin comes out and goes, "Hey, man, somebody put urinals in the vape lounge." And I just say, that's my favorite fuck you moment of all time. That and the autistic kid who walked by the school police officer playing Fuck the Police by NWA. I was like, that's wild. I went up to the cop after that. I was like, if you tase him, like, we really won't say anything. Like, you can just do what you gotta do. And he was like, it's not worth the paperwork.
That's funny. That's funny. So, like, what is, like, your favorite artist?
Luke Combs.
Luke
I
Combs.
love listening to Luke Combs and country, especially if I'm like on a long drive. I'll listen to a lot of country music. So I listen like Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen.
Bro, when that song Long Neck, Ice Cold Beer Never Broke My Heart came out, I was a broken record.
Yeah.
Man, I actually been listening to Luke Combs' recent album, Fathers and Sons. It's a great album.
Yeah?
Definitely one of my favorite albums of him. So
So what is your favorite song by him?
by him, it's definitely ooh.
Gotta narrow it to one, my boy. Can't say two.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let my last guess be like in-betweener. You gotta pick decisively right now, forever. What's your favorite song?
Definitely the one you mentioned. One beer never broke my heart.
One Beer Never Broke Your
It's
Heart?
like a beer never broke my heart.
beers, though.
It's like a beer never broke my heart or something like that.
Beer Never Broke My Heart. I'm just
Yes.
fucking with you. Yeah, that is a very good one.
It's definitely one of my favorite. Definitely my favorite one, probably.
Tell me about the different vibe of music. I think, especially in sports and just being the difference between a student and a student athlete is so vast, I feel. What's the difference in vibe between what you listen to when you study versus what you're listening to when you work out?
So the things I like to listen to that when I am studying is like I don't want to be too like over exotic or over like hyped when I'm studying. I feel like that's gonna just catch me off. It's just gonna give me off guard of what I'm actually trying to achieve and do compared to when I'm working out or preparing for a game or something like that. I like to listen to something that's gonna give me hype. It's gonna get my energy going and get my body moving a little bit. So
It would always burn my ass intro whenever they play country music during fucking weight room sessions.
I never understood that. I could never listen to country during a workout. I could never do it.
Like I'm not drinking right now. I'm not crying about a relationship. Like I need something to make me angry. I need something to make me think of shit that I can just rap out to.
See, I'm the exact same way. I need something that's gonna get me going and something that might actually piss me off to throw something at someone.
This is a different variation of the same question, but it's something we could all answer. I think this might be a fun one. Nate, if you're about to lay down some smooth lovin', what's the song you're putting on?
Smooth love.
If you're getting that, you're about to lay the smack down, son. I'm talking Monday Night Raw, baby.
Monday Night Raw. You know, it's funny how he says that, but I'll sing two different ones real quick.
Okay. Lasting 2 songs. Flex on me.
Flex
on me.
I mean, one is from Nickelback, and that's the song "Sex." That's one.
Fair.
That's one. And
Nickelback does have a few good cheek clappers.
Very good ones, and I've clapped cheeks to them.
They're definitely good for banging. I don't know if they're bangers. They're good for banging.
Fair enough.
Definitely.
Robbie's like, I read my Bible at night. Anyway, go ahead, Nate.
It's got to be "Sex" from Nickelback, and it's got to be Oh, God Told Me to Fuck You by Wheeler Walker Jr.
You're bullshitting. You have never had sex to that song
Man.
in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheeler Walker Jr. in the bedroom was wild.
Hey, Wheeler Walker's fire. Have you listened to Wheeler Walker? You even know what I'm talking about?
A little bit.
Oh. Dude, when I
We're
first
up to
heard
the youth here. God damn it, Nate.
I might retake that second one. I don't really like choosing that one.
What? It was funny. What about you, Robbie? We're going down the line.
I don't remember who it's by, but the song title is called "Smack That."
You're bullshit. You had sex
I swear
to
to
smack
God.
that.
I swear to God.
Smack that.
On the floor, smack that.
You had sex to that song.
I swear to God.
Classic. Respectable. I'll give you that.
I almost, for my second one, I literally almost said the second one was another Nickelback one, and that's Next Go Around, because it's literally 2 songs about fucking. It literally is.
Literally.
What is it? Is it Drive?
It's very dry. It's
Drive.
very go.
No. The song title is it Drive. Or Animals? Is it Drive or Animals?
Animals.
Yeah, Animals is a good one.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, I almost said Next Go Around, because those 2 are definitely about fucking.
Also, just because I couldn't think of it in the moment, I'll take a Cap for 500, Alex. Thank you. My favorite go-to is always Die For You by The Weeknd.
Really?
Very dramatic. I feel like it gets them caught up in the moment.
Respectable.
So, I just want to ask this.
Or whatever she want. I think it's like Bryson Tiller or something like that.
When what's a song that's a guilty pleasure? You know, that one that everybody.
I've done some pretty guilty things to Die For You by The Weeknd, if we're being honest. But anyway,
like that one song that you just like. Oh, that you say you hate, but you listen to alone.
fuck. All right, yeah, go ahead, start us off.
Fuck, I was hoping I was gonna start off with
Oh,
you.
my bad.
But you took the
Animals
reins.
by Nickelback.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a guilty pleasure to you?
I like that song. It's a secret.
Okay. What about you, Robbie?
I still listen to Michael Jackson too. That's a little scandalous.
I gotta think about it.
Anyway. That was a fucking awesome impression. You both suck.
Buy You a Drink by T-Pain.
Really?
You're fucking younger than we are. What are you doing stuck in 2008?
I love classical music, bro. I listen to a lot of that.
Classical. I am not old. I am not old.
Well, that's definitely debatable. I mean, I'm sorry.
Is T-Pain classic music?
What are we doing?
Nowadays, I think it is.
Dude, I heard How You Remind Me from Nickelback just 2 years ago on a radio station in classic rock, and I was like, what?
That one hurt, buddy.
Definitely think T-Pain's definitely classic.
That's the... boys, that was a fun one. Robbie, we thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh,
man.
of course. Appreciate y'all for real. I mean, it was a blessing.
Dude, I appreciate you coming. It's been such a fun experience to start reaching out to people to be guests, and you were so welcoming about it. I was like, yes, this is going to be so much fun.
I was very excited when he told me, when he said, well, I'm going to get a hold of Robbie. I was like, Robbie who? Robbie Malcom. And I was like, holy shit, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I was like, I'll be happy to see him.
Yeah. And it was a great experience too because this was the first time we did a 3-man set. So
Really?
you're part of history, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate it, y'all, for real.
Reese texted me, he goes, man, you want to be part of a 3-man? And I was like, I'll be there.
Please don't say it like that.
No, yeah, please don't say it like that. Pause.
Can we restart that?
No!
Or are we just going to edit that out?
Well, I'll cut it funny.
Right there.
But we'd love to have you come back. Maybe you can challenge us for the Madden Championship. We'd love to put it on the line and get after it.
Oh, yeah, y'all don't want the smoking Madden.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
talking
we
a
do.
big mess before we started the cameras going. Like, you said, we're 3 randoms you think you can take me.
Oh, definitely.
Who's your go-to team?
If I had to choose a team, obviously I'm gonna go with my team. The Chiefs.
Chiefs? Oh.
I'm gonna go with my team.
I feel like I could
Don't
take you with the
don't give
Ravens.
me an option.
Does he want to see me with Lamar?
Of course you're going to choose Lamar.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't
I
want
don't think he
that.
wants to smoke with Lamar.
You don't want that. I promise you that.
I'll take your ankles with Lamar.
We
son. I don't know.
can
He's
see
the
that.
MVP for a reason.
Yeah, we can see that, and you can fumble every time you get hit. I will 21-0 you in the first half.
Ooh, I do play 21 skunk, so that's fair.
Don't do that. I'll 21-0 you in the first half.
Before we go here, real quick, what's your take on NCAA 25? I feel like you have a good take on this.
I saw.
There's no high school. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm okay with that. No. Listen. There's a
Okay,
reason. There's a
okay.
reason. Because college football 25, I've seen videos and a whole bunch of different aspects on it, and like some sneak peeks and stuff like that. It gives a realistic look of what college is actually like. So when you go into college game, do the Road to the Show, or not Road to the Show, Road to Glory, they actually have a whole bunch of different aspects to it. Like they give every single aspect on and off the field kind of deal. So obviously you'll have your practices that you can do, and then your gameplay that you can do. But they also have those off the field aspects I've seen, like where you can control NIL money. Like there's different tiers. There's like 4 tiers based off how much school gets in NIL money and stuff like that. And not only that, but like they also have the classroom kind of deal where your player can actually be ineligible for games if you don't participate in the class setting. So like I actually love the fact that even though there's not a high school aspect to it, and we're gonna be real, it was so easy to get 4 or 5 stars in math.
Yeah, it was part of the fun though. Like I want to run through a 5-6 kid's face.
I understand that, but like it gives a more realistic aspect of what actually college is like, and I actually love that. And I feel like that definitely cancels out the fact that the 3 games that you get to play for the high school aspect, which I absolutely love.
It was way more than 3 games. It was like a whole season, but
It was definitely like 4 or
you're
5
smoking
games.
crack. Don't talk to me about NCAA.
It definitely was like 4 or 5 games for high school.
I never played NCAA game.
Dog, we're about to put so many hours into it. It's not even funny. I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, especially when you get to the if you do a dynasty aspect, they have it where you can actually do obviously the transfer portal and pick people up out of the transfer portal. You have your NIL money that you can take care of. You have your social media aspect that you can take care of. There's a whole bunch of different things that are added into NCAA coming out that it's actually insane, and I am looking so forward to it.
Well, hopefully we can get you on and we'll do some content with that too. But thank you so much again for coming. And that wraps up the latest episode of the Bridging the Gap podcast. I thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
God bless.
Later, guys.